Hi, you guys. Okay, I'm finally back with a video. I've been actually trying to figure out how to edit videos, and if you guys have any good ideas or tips for me, that would help, and I would love it because it's a hassle. I'm like, so let me just do this in a one take and put it up there. No editing, all the bloopers, I'm leaving them in, so yeah. But here's baby Jaden. You guys, last time I showed you him, he was only 3 months, and now he is a whopping 6 months. 6 month old. Big baby boy. He's a big boy. Yeah. He's a big boy. Say yeah. Say, mommy just woke me from my nap. Mommy just woke me from my nap. Okay. So, how I told my husband I was pregnant. My husband was he was my fiance at the time. Was going away for basic, and I was in school. I was a college student, going to college every day, you know, attending my classes. And one day, everybody in the house slowly, surely started getting sick. I was the only one that wasn't sick. And so, you know, I'm like, I was the only one that didn't get sick. And then I got sick. Everybody else, it was a virus going around or something. Everybody else started getting better. I never got better. I was throwing up. I couldn't eat food. It made me nauseous. And the things I were eating were crazy. And me going to school for, you know, early childhood and all that stuff, and classes, and like, I'm quick to spot on somebody that don't know they're pregnant. I'm like, you're pregnant. And surely they're pregnant. And so I was like, okay, I'm just, you know, I have a virus, because everybody has, I'm just oblivious to the fact that, oh, you could be pregnant. No, because I was on birth control. Even when he was gone, I was still taking my birth control. And so I'm like, okay, I need to go to the doctor, because it's been about 2 weeks since I've really eaten food. And then I'm starting to throw up water, and all I can eat is pretty much is ice. That's all I want is ice. And so I'm like, okay. I go to the doctor. They make me pee in a cup. And so I'm like, okay. I mean, they always make me pee in a cup. Every time I go check up anything, it's always peeing in the cup. So I never knew what that was for. I know, it's crazy. But so let me try to get him in here. He likes looking at himself. But so I'm like, okay. I do that, and I go sit back in the weight room. They call me back. You know, she's checking my pressure, and she's like, so ma'am, what's the problem? What can I help you with? I'm like, I need some medicine, because I think I have like the stomach virus or the flu, because I can't eat anything. I'm just, it's horrible. I'm always throwing up stuff, and I just feel sick. And she's like, oh, ma'am, they didn't tell you? I'm like, tell me what? Like, what are they gonna tell me? You tested positive. And the first thing I did was, tested positive for what? It was funny. Because she was looking at me like, what? But she was like, you tested positive. And I'm like, for what? She was like, the pregnancy test, ma'am. And I'm like, I took a pregnancy test? She's like, yeah, you pee in the cup. I'm like, wait, how accurate is your pregnancy test? And then she's like, they're 99 point something %. And she was just going on and on how accurate they were. And I'm like, can I take another one? And she's like, sure, but I'm pretty sure that I'm 100% sure that the results will be the same. And blah. So I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, you didn't know? I'm like, no. I was like, I'm on birth control. She's like, you must immediately stop taking that and blah, blah, blah. Go for your options with your doctor. So I'm in the waiting room. I mean, by the time she puts me in a room, and I'm waiting, and I'm like, okay, I can't believe this just happened. Like, how is this possible? How am I gonna tell my fiance? You know, we wanted to wait, you know, at least a year or two until our marriage before we start having children. And I was like, this is kind of a lot earlier than we expected. So I'm like, okay. After my appointment, I'm just gonna, because I don't want to like make this too long. So skip after the appointment. I'm living with my mother-in-law at the time, and so I'm like, so I'm putting him in the back. He's trying to get the computer. So I'm like, nervous. I'm like, all these emotions are running through my head. Like, I mean, of course I was gonna keep him, but in my head I was like, how can I do this? Like, I'm still in school. I'm almost finished. It was just all this stuff. So I was like, okay, I need to tell my fiance ASAP. And so I'm like, I start writing him a letter. I'm writing his letter. I already put it in the envelope, because when we write him a letter, we put all of our letters in one envelope so he can get them all at once. And then I wrote it in the envelope. And I'm like, oh, fine, I get to tell, it's off my chest, because I tell him everything. I mean, before my fiance left for basic, he went to all my doctor's appointments. He went to my all of my dentist appointments. Every appointment, like even when I went and got surgery, he was there with me. So I don't keep any secrets from him. And I'm like, I need to tell him. And it was hard because I couldn't tell him because he was away in basic, and you can't call them whenever you want, or you can't basically call them whenever you want. You have to wait for a letter or wait for them to call you. So I'm like, I'm hoping he would call me, but then I'm nervous. And then when I warm up to let's go to the letter thing. I'm getting ahead of myself. His mom goes, don't tell him in the letter. Like, he has to be focused. Don't tell him yet. Wait till he calls. The next time he calls. And I'm like, okay. So I go take the letter out, and I'm just like, okay, write a whole new letter, and not even explaining, just telling him I have a surprise for him. So he ended up winning some kind of thing in basic, so he got a free phone call. And I was like, yay. So I'm talking to him, and then I'm like, and then I literally got nervous when it was time to tell him, and I was just like, hold on one second. So I tried to give him the phone to my mother-in-law to tell him, and she was like, no, you tell him. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I have butterflies, I feel nauseous, I just don't want to tell him. And then I was like, and also I wanted to surprise him for when we have family day coming up soon and tell him then, but I ended up telling him. Like I said, I can't keep a secret from him. So I told him, and I was like, you're going to be a daddy. And he was like, this was literally the reaction. I'm on the phone. You're going to be a daddy. And he was like, really? Yay. And I'm on the phone like, are you excited? He's like, yeah, I'm really excited. And I didn't think so. I cried. I thought he didn't want the baby. It was just, oh my gosh, it was horrible for me. But later on, I found out through a letter that he was really excited. He was just up for 3 days straight, so that's why he sounded like that. His voice was going out. So I was like, yay, good. And that's how I told my husband I was pregnant. And also, when I went to go see him on family day, my mother-in-law, I love that lady, she helped me make a shirt, and it said, in the shirt that I wore, it said Daddy's Baby on board. And I was like, yay. I think that would have been excited if I didn't tell him and I wore the shirt, because then he wouldn't have known, and he would have read the shirt and been like, wait a minute. But our next pregnancy, he will not know until I tell him. And yeah, and it will be definitely a surprise, and I will keep you guys updated. But no baby cakes yet. No little baby yet. Because still got him. He's still the baby. He's still the baby. He is going at them feet. Can you say bye to the peeps? And say thank you for watching. If you like, subscribe. Tell your friends and share the video. And give it a thumbs up. Can you say thumbs up? Thumbs up? Thumbs up. He is not trying to pay attention. Say thumbs up. Jaden. 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 Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Look. Look. Yeah. Thumbs up. He is not paying attention. Bye, peeps.